Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Soul, Light, and Body Night of Appreciation. It's such a beautiful thing when you could show gratitude and be grateful. We all need to do that. We all need to show the love, the compassion as we're going into 2023. Tonight is very dear to us because when we started the show in March of this year, we really didn't know where the show was going. But as the universe or the divine just pilot it and take it into the direction that it needed to go and to reach the souls that need to hear the messages. And tonight, we just want to honor all the guests that participated and bring value and bring the message for the audience so they could able to lift themselves up from whatever situation or experiences they're going through. The guest was able to bring the tools and give it to them so they could use the tools to move forward with their lives. Always remember, no idea that you have is ever dumb. Believe in what you believe in. Because in March of this year, I said to Joan, Joan, I've been in these different groups and I've realized that a lot of people need help. They're struggling and they need help. And I said to her, along with Tom Thompson, and we came together and we said, let's do a show. And in March of this year, Soul, Light, and Body was birthed. And here tonight, at the end of 2022, we have met some wonderful people. Some wonderful people we have met. Bring the value, they give the value, they give their time. That is why, to close out 2022, we decided, you know what? We will keep a show to show appreciation to the audience and to the guests who show up to serve humanity. We just want to thank each and every one of you that make Soul, Light, and Body possible. Thank you for taking the time, sitting with us, taking your notes, working on yourself, plucking out those weeds as we're moving into 2023. Pluck the weeds out, plant new seeds, make the ground fertile. So as you're going into 2023, you will be able to see the birth of new things in your life. This is the time, this is the moment. It's nothing like the present moment. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. You can start now. Start to pluck those weeds out. Start to declutter the things in your life that is not serving you any longer. Start to declutter. If there's any hate or anger, start to work on that. Because that is just taking up space in your life and it's not helping you to move forward with your life. If there's unforgiveness that you're seeing someone and you can't forgive them, find in your heart to forgive that individual. Start to treat yourself with love and compassion. Be gracious with yourself. It's very, very important. Be gracious with yourself. Love yourself. It's so important. I'm Karen Pascal, holistic health and wellness coach and co-author of two ebooks with my sister Joan Williams and a digital magazine also. And I'll now hand the mic over to Miss Joan Williams.
What a great intro. Thanks for everything you said, and just wonderful to be here.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
great moment, and as Karen gave us the background of where it all started, and look where it is. So it's always when you have an idea and you think about it and you say, I don't know. It's a reason why it came to you. It's
yes.
a reason you got that whisper. It's a reason why you got that download because it means something. It means something to you as an individual, and it also means that you have to take this idea now and share it with the world and let it blossom, let it bear fruits. There is where the beauty is. What are you holding on to? What are you choosing to leave in 22 and move into 23 with? What are those thoughts of yours? What are those things that are holding you back, that has hindered you in 2022? Do you want to step in your power in 23 with grace, with love, with compassion, with intention? Setting your intentions, doing your gratitude journal, and loving on yourself. Write yourself that love letter. You got 2 more days, tonight and tomorrow. Write yourself that love letter. Pour that love on you because you're special, you're one of a kind, you are important. And so fill yourself with that love so you can be fulfilled. Because when you filled, oh, there is so much you can give and share with others. And that's how we can make a change. That is how we can make a change in our environment, with our family, and for so much things can happen for us. So just love when you fill yourself with that love. It's just a joy to exchange love and kindness. Kindness is such a beautiful thing when we can be kind to others. And it don't take much. You smile, helping an elderly person, or whatever is it that you feel the need that you can do random act of kindness. It changes you. And then the other person who has feel that kindness and love from you, hey, they can make a difference because they can pass it on to someone else. And that's how we can make a difference. Let's be mindful of what we're putting in our lives. Who do we have in our circle? In 2022, who are we going to choose to leave behind? And who we're going to choose to take with us forward so we can be our best in everything. We can live our best. We can be our true essential self. So let's continue to make a difference because we're all special. My name is Joan Williams, holistic health and wellness coach, and also co-authored two ebooks with Karen, and we also have our paperback magazine as well. And tonight is such a great space that we are in. We got some lovely guests who has joined us, who is going to help us to show the appreciation to the guests who move with us on the show and make it into what it is today. So, welcome to all of you. Welcome to the audience who supported us throughout this journey and continue to support us. So, we just want to thank all of you for being here and holding us up. Tonight, we're going to introduce Soham V. She is a returning guest, and she's always been with us, moving through our spaces on different shows. Because we met her on a global meet, and from then, I think we met since in May, and we continue with Steve, and then we met others, Will Skeets and Alec, and so many other lovely people. And it's funny when you can just open yourself and allow things to flow, meeting people who can enhance your life and give you a new vision. So, Soham, welcome.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Karen. Yes, our path met in May 2022. You both beautiful soul invited me to come on your show. And I think the first time when I met you both, I didn't feel that I was meeting you both um, first time. I felt, that our path had crossed not just this birth, but in our past birth, you know, because it was so easy, even whenever, and since then, whenever we sort of chatted and we connected at different stages, I felt so connected, you know, like, some people that come through, come through your life and you connect with them instantly. And some people you have to really, really make an effort. And I didn't feel that at all with both of you. And it's like, you know, I feel like so connected. You're like my sister. I feel like you are my sisters, you know, because there's so much deeper connection,
Hmm.
and it's like you are miles away from me. I live in London. You guys live in USA, and when we talk, it's just amazing, and I can't even give enough words to it. That what connects us, and of course the universal energy with we are all connected, and we're not connected through this birth. We're connected through many, many past births, and I know in the past most probably we were blood blood sisters, blood brothers, whatever, you know what I mean.
Hmm.
um, and I'm really fortunate to be part of this group, and I'm really fortunate to have met Tom, and of course Mark and Soul through you, and since then you have invited me to quite a few, few panel discussions, and I feel very, very fortunate to be part of this group. I am actually a HR consultant as well as a coach. I do mindfulness coaching, executive coaching because of the the era that I work in. But of course, I've been an avid meditator since last 35 years. So I walked on the path of spiritualism at the age of 20. And as Saul was saying earlier, with that meditation is meditation for me is a medication, you know, and with that meditation, I can't live. That is my source of energy. So every morning as I wake up, my husband and I'm very fortunate. I'm married to a man who's very spiritual, and that's the reason I married him, because my, I wanted a man who walked in the same path as I did. So every morning as we wake up, the first thing we need to do is charge our soul, because we are, I believe that we are two entities. There's a body within my body. I have a soul that actually drives my body, basically. So I have to connect the two together. So every morning, as I wake up, and I think I shared this, in another program with Joan and Karen, that every morning, and as I wake up, I say, what energy, space, consciousness can I be? To serve the people around me, you know, and what energy, space, consciousness can they be to serve me? Because you see what happens sometimes, people may not come across as how we want to be, but what we need to do, how I feel that actually happens with me, is I have to put the the consciousness out there. If I don't do that, then people don't serve me according to how I think I want to be served, and vice versa. Much as I want things from people, I also need to give to others as well, because we all are connected, and we are all evolving together. So if I unconsciously say, when I say it, I'm already putting my intention out in the universe.
Hmm.
So without even me consciously thinking about it, things are happening according to how the universe wants me to, experience things. Because me as an individual may think that I want this like this, but not necessarily the universe wants me to have it in that way, So I think that's what actually I would like to share. And every, like, year end, we write down on a New Year's Eve, write down our goals for the next year. And I've got a book. I write my goals in this book every year. So I've got in this book about 10 years goals in there. And I look at them now and I see to myself, some of them I have achieved, some of them I have, because they weren't intending, it was my intention, but the universe wanted me to achieve something different. So instead of those goals that I've got there, I've actually achieved something else. So it's not that I didn't achieve it. I did achieve I did achieve something, but in another way. So I think what is really, really important is actually putting my intention down, writing down. As Joan said, journaling it is so, so important. Having done that in my 20s, you know, I do like journaling, but nowadays I do it in my mind and having a vision board. I did a vision board 20 years ago, and I look back onto that vision board that I did. I have achieved lots of things that I put in my vision board, and I look at it and I'm thinking, wow, so, you really done so well for yourself. And, I think, if everybody can do that, and I did a scrapbook, I didn't do a vision board, I did a scrapbook of, the life coaching, 7 pillars of life coaching, the social, family, career, education, money, personal, finances, physical health, life routines. For the each topic, I've actually did a scrapbook vision board, and if I look at each aspect of it, I would say I have achieved quite many of those things I've written down, put photos of 20 years ago. And I feel very proud of myself that I've done it. But I will say having a discipline, waking up early in the morning, first thing is spending time for myself, and that's meditating, exercising, you know, eating healthy food, those kind of things. Having discipline, self discipline, is fundamentally what's actually made me who I am today, you know. So the 5 o'clock club that people talk about, I think everybody who's listening to this, ask yourself a question, if you're waking up 6 o'clock, can you wake up 5:30? You know, because what happens after 7 o'clock, after 6 o'clock, I don't know people's routine. It's time for other people. So if you have children, if you have husband, you give that time to other people. So you have to give yourself a time. So getting up 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 is my time. I do meditation, whatever you enjoy doing. But meditation is charging the soul. When you charge, like eating food is charging this body, so I can give energy to this body, right? Meditation is charging my soul, so then the soul can help you energize this body and give you the right tools to do the right things. So I think disciplining yourself to wake up early in the morning, do meditation, charging yourself, and then giving out to other people. Because what happens during the day, when we are interacting with other human beings, we are actually giving our energy to other people. But when we don't create our energy within ourselves, I'm no good to anybody else you know so it's very important to have that discipline. So I just will carry on doing this, and I think, I'm in my mid 50s, but I feel like I'm in my 20s because I have so much energy. I can do
Yes.
more work than 20-year-old. you know so it's because I think fundamentally having that discipline to, waking up early, doing things on time, being organized, you know creating things without even thinking about it. Things happen very naturally because you are in connection. The energy is flowing naturally. You know. So the John, I want to share with the viewers. This mantra. What energy, space, consciousness can I be to serve myself around other people? What energy, space, consciousness can everybody who's in my life be to serve me in today basically, so that's what's important, that we realize the energy that I am in, what consciousness, because what we happens, we we are not in the right consciousness sometimes, and we expect other people to be in the right consciousness to serve us, but am I in the right frame of mind to serve them? you
Right.
know when we have, when we go out and say, how can I serve other people, it naturally comes back to us. you know if we go with that intention, then you know what, no matter what, you will always actually walk away feeling fulfilled because you've received naturally. you know and I always go with that intention, that not to take but to give. What can I
Right.
give?
Mm-hmm.
you know
Yes.
so thank you for actually allowing me to be here today, and I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you so much. We are happy that you said yes and be here. Yes. And now we're going to move to Saul. And I think Saul will guide us through some meditation. Saul is phenomenal as well.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
So excited to be here tonight. Since is this is the night of appreciation, I would personally like to take the time to appreciate you two. Tommy, you're part of the team, so all of you guys, make this happen all the time. You take the time to feed everybody else, and it's truly, admirable. It's thank you. I'm grateful for it. I know a lot of people are grateful for it. You guys give some awesome shows. I'm sure your viewers, hopefully, if you've missed any, go back, watch them, make sure
Yeah.
you're subscribed onto the YouTube so you don't miss something and you're alerted when they do go on live, because these shows are really in depth. And I believe it's a great time because we're in an age of awakening. At least I feel that way, where a lot of people are now, seeing that, the things that we're talking about actually have some meaning, and they do have a ton of benefits that help us live a optimal quality of life, right? To say the least. So for you ladies to really, I'm so happy that you decided to, put your fears aside, put this show together, make it happen for us, show up all the time, and really just, be here today where you are. Please continue. We need more people like you. And thank you so much for, taking me into light and in consideration, and always also inspiring me. um, so grateful for you too. I just, really wanted to take the time to appreciate you. And Tommy, you're behind the scenes and you're always there. You're the one that does everything that right. So, thank you. Thank you as well, because it takes a team. It takes a
Yes.
team.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, because you inspire us too. We see you on Instagram and doing all those good stuff, and your shows on IG. I mean, it's amazing when we all can come out and share and give our gifts with the world. So it's beautiful. So thank you too as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for appreciating us.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Um, so my name is Soul, everybody. I am a wellness coach, a holistic healer, and I love, a science geek, really. And in my obsession for science, and understanding the body, and in a point in my life where I was obsessed with healing, I landed into meditation. And I was in a really dark place and found meditation, and I said nothing can be worse than what I'm going through, right? So I said I'm all in. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care how strange it feels. A lot of people tell me I can't quiet my mind. I don't know how you do it. I can't quiet my mind. I was the same. I couldn't quiet my mind either, because when you're so filled with clutter and you're so conditioned to the way that we've been adapted to live versus living a conscious lifestyle, then perspective changes, everything changes, and where you look for answers changes as well, because you're going inside, not outside. you know um I believe that a lot of us, well, I don't believe a lot, we all are stimulated by our environment, exterior environment. So it's just like Soham said, it's so important to meditate and take that time for you, really. In the mornings it's just great, only because when you first come out, when you first wake up, you're still half in, half out state. you know um I believe, I want to say alpha. I have to, I want to say it's the alpha state, but it may be the beta state. I don't. It's alpha, beta, and delta. And in one of those states, my apologies, but in one of those states, you're in and out, and that's the best time to meditate. I'll confirm that with you in a second. That's the best time to meditate, because you can truly get into a profound state of meditation. Now, if you're not there yet where you're ready, you love meditating and you do it, I don't recommend it, because you might fall asleep. But still take the time to do it throughout the day. Sometimes I like to work out before I jump into meditation. But the importance of it is truly to begin to regulate your system. Once you can block out certain exterior things, and begin to actually listen to yourself, listen to your soul, and understand what it is that you're going through and why. You look at life different, you approach life different, you show up differently, your attitude is different. There is no more victim mentality, there is a purpose, for you. And I believe that that's what some of us lack, at this time. Everybody wants to do something, or is in a state where they're overwhelmed with everything that's been going on for the last, especially 2 3 years, right? And nobody can take the time to stop all of that and be able to focus on what's going on inside. And so many have fallen into a mental health pandemic, which meditation is really good for as well. But it all starts with breath work. And that's what I was telling, the ladies, like, please let me just give everybody a quick tool. It's a 1 minute tool that you can use, even if you feel like you need to continue doing the breath work, do it for another minute. But it starts to regulate the nervous system and begins to literally calm you down. And for all of my smokers out there, this is how I quit smoking. If you think about smoking, you inhale and you exhale. So everybody says it calms me down, it calms me down. It's the breath work. Except now you're addicted to the nicotine as well. So it doesn't, technically it does, but it's not the cigarette doing it, it's the breath work doing it. So I would love for everybody that wants to quit smoking to also pay attention, because this technique is a great technique to be able to help you do that as well. It helped me. I quit 4 years ago now, after smoking for 20 something years. So, difficult but possible. Everything is possible. Do you want me to jump into this now, or would you like
Yes.
to? Yes? Okay. So why not? All right. So my tool and the gift that I would love to give everybody here today is basically a quick, 1 minute technique of breath work that can help you truly relax. It's amazing with controlling yourself with anxiety. If you feel too overwhelmed, or if you're in a depression, different techniques of breath work can really help you deal with certain emotions. So if you all would love to join me, I would love to have everybody, here join me, because you all know how important breath work is.
Yes.
Um, and before I do, I'm going to give you guys a quick, demonstration in this aspect. People breathe and don't realize they're breathing in survival mode. If everybody takes a quick breath, right? Just a quick breath. I want you to recognize, are you breathing from your lungs? Is it your chest? Or are you breathing from your stomach? Anybody? Are you guys breathing from your stomach or from your chest? If you take a deep breath, I just want you to feel it.
From your stomach.
You're breathing from your stomach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the type of deep breath I need you to take, because what happens is now you're breathing from your diaphragm. When
Mm-hmm.
you're breathing from your lungs, you're breathing from your chest, you're breathing from a place of fear and in fright, flight, and fight mode. Most of us are living in survival mode. So that's a quick way to be able to tell if you're in that, and we need to check, some adrenal and cortisol exercise that can bring that down, some good food and all that great stuff that these ladies would love to talk to you about. um so I just want everybody to understand that. So when you're breathing in the deep breath work technique to help you calm your anxiety down, I want you to kind of feel like it's right on your pelvis area and you're breathing all the way up to your neck, and feel your muscles contracting as you breathe in and up. Kind of feel all your muscles, contracting as that breath is going up. And as you're releasing it, you feel it come back down all the way out. If you keep doing these deep breaths for 1 minute, and I can time it, just keep following my breathing, unless you're comfortable with just making sure that you breathe all the way up and then all the way down. And we'll do this for one quick minute. It's 8:43. Ready, ladies? We're going to breathe in and out. Now, that was for 1 minute right there. How do you feel just breathing deep for 1 minute?
Great.
Great.
It changes the whole
Yes.
atmosphere, right? It just like,
Yeah.
just your whole aura just like calms down. If you notice, even if how you were before, body language is huge, right? Our body will tell us a lot of things. And once you get into that state, if you were having a panic attack or if you were about to have an anxiety attack, anything of that sort, or you start fidgeting because you're anxious and you do that, you will even feel your shoulders lean back, because it will literally begin to slow down and regulate your nervous system. So in meditation, it's super important to stay focused on that. And that's why breath work is so important, because if you can stay focused on your breathing, every single time that your thoughts try to go elsewhere, you have to come back to the breathing. And that's what will keep you on track. As long as you practice that, just keep practicing. Eventually, you'll get up to meditating 2 minutes, and then you'll get up to meditating three, and then you'll be able to, meditate for an hour with no problem, right? So, but it's not even necessary, guys. An hour is not necessary. Sometimes I like to get profound, and that's why I go that deep. But even a 10-minute meditation session a day will change your life. It will help you with stress.
Mm-hmm.
It will help you with anger. It will help you, just like she said, before you set the intention for the day, you're setting the tone. How do I want to approach this day? Wonderful. You know what? Let me meditate on it. Let me make sure that I release all that energy from, that I went through yesterday, or that's trying to show up today, right? In my mind, we're going to delete that, and we're going to start with an intention to make sure our day goes forward the way that we desire it to go. Remember, we are our
Yeah.
creators. So even if something bothers you, release that. Take a minute to breathe it off, release it, and keep going with your day. Don't allow anything to break a good positive energy. That's how you can break it right there and catch control back.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so did you guys want to do a quick short meditation, or did you want to just leave it at that and just give them that quick example?
I think we could do something before we end the show. What do you think?
Yeah.
And
I
then
think that would be phenomenal to leave it
send
with.
us off into to take
Absolutely.
23 with.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Wow.
Absolutely.
It's just peaceful and calmness and center and balance. You can really feel it.
Yes.
hmm So thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
hmm Now we're going to ask our guest, Mike Beverly, to take the floor. Mhm.
Well, hello, everyone, and my pleasure. As I was putting in the comments, that short breathing exercise just left me felt amazing. And what I found, and thank you, Saul, for doing that. Your voice is very soothing. Um, and what I have found is I started by a friend of mine wrote a book called Visual Festation, and he credits his 1 hour of meditation by the beach here in Florida for multiple years to his success in living calmer, less stressful life and a more successful life overall. But in his book, which is short, he credits what he learned by reading Shakti Gawain's book on creative visualization. And I have read the book multiple times and excuse me, love the Audible. But in the Audible, she talked about how she had guided meditations, and that was another Audible that I could download. And what I have found that is if I put her voice on, and her voice is very soothing and calming, then I can really get deep into my soul and my meditations. So I can see how you could really do an audible tape, Saul, and guide people through meditations and because you just have that calming, soothed voice that really, I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a kind, soothing woman's voice helps me to relax. I don't know,
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
but you know, I could see you doing audibles, you know, with guided meditation. I mean, you know, and because I think people who think what we just did is like, ooh, you know, out there, you know, weird or something. They if they had someone like you guiding them, just like I use Shakti's meditation, and she goes through. She has several, you know, on how to be grounded, you know, to ground your energy and all of that. But when I use her instead of trying, and I'm getting better as a soul, you know, doing it solely. But when I use her meditation tapes, um, I or audibles, I get a lot further. I get a lot farther. But I want to thank you for doing that. That was very calming because it's been a really hectic day, and we've everyone I think during the holidays, you know,
Yes.
tends to, we're so busy. We've had so much family. You know, we have family again coming tomorrow. So it's like we've had 2 weeks of family. You know, not every day, but quite a bit. So that kind of catches up with you, and it just is a little bit stressful overall. But I, you know, and I want to thank Joan and Karen. Joan and I initially met about 2 months ago, I think, on the Zoom.
Yes.
One of the things that I noticed within a few minutes about how much attention she was giving me, and you know, and listening, and I mean, I could tell she was truly listening and absorbing the conversation, and it made me feel so special. and and she in kind said that I did the same for her, which that's what I strive to do all the time. But I want to thank Joan for being such a wonderful friend. I feel like we've known each other forever, and we've only known each other a couple of months. But that's what you know, true souls who love one another and respect one another. That's the way it is, I think. So, but it's my pleasure to be here and to be a part of this, and I want to thank Karen and Joan for inviting me to participate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you as well, and thank you for being here. And it's the same because you also have a way with kindness and love and intent when you having a conversation, because I felt the same thing from you as well. So just thank you all the way. Thank you.
You're more than welcome, Joan.
And now we have Miss Christine, no stranger to the community. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, my beautiful, beautiful souls. I am so excited to be here and see everybody. I am so eternally grateful for Karen and the messages she would send, the intuitive messages that she had provided to all of us. At first, when you get that first instant message that has a meme or just something positive, you think to yourself, I matter. I am honored. And speaking to you, Joan, you, Karen, you guys are beyond anything that I could ever have hoped for. It's really interesting because obviously the last couple of weeks has been an eye-opening experience for me. I have really just taken all of the skills that I've learned. And the reason I did my name today as Butterfly CC is because when COVID started and everybody went inside, we all became cocoons. We got scrambled, our energies got disrupted, our lives were turned upside down, the world felt totally chaotic, and we shut ourselves down into a cocoon. And for the last couple of years, we've been going through this process of re-energizing, reorganizing. Our energies became reorganized. Mm-hmm. What 2023 is going to present to all of us is an opportunity to break out of the cocoon that we've created for ourselves and show a new butterfly experience. This is going to be a year where you are going to break out of your cocoon. Wow, Mary. Hello, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop in the middle of that thought, but I was like, oh my God, Mary's on. What I think is very, very telling is nobody can break a cocoon for a butterfly. Because if you do, you will actually, the butterfly doesn't develop correctly. It has to break the cocoon open. And it has to put its wings out and it has to develop on its own. So we, as coaches, as either life coaches, breathwork coaches, people who are in the community, we can show people all the energetics, but honestly, the people who we reach have to break open their own cocoons. They have to take the tools that they've been given and create their own wings, and they're going to fly, and every butterfly is beautiful. Every butterfly is reflective of light that's around them, the love that created them. That's what 2023 really is for me, where I feel all of us in the community who are helping people, we're shining lights to allow us to move forward and allow them to move forward. They're behind us, but we are the light keepers who allow them to move forward. And my honest gratitude, Karen, Joan, and also Mr. Tom Thompson, who, by the way, is the road dog who has listened to most of my aggravating pain and complete meltdown on pretty much on a daily that this man would put up and tolerate with most of my crazy, and never judged. So that's the other thing I would love to bring to the table in 2023. Find another person who you can be honest with, who you can talk to, who can share, who can call you on your BS when you are really having a day of, because we all have those days where we are all feeling like, the victim coat fits really well that day and nothing's going right and the world's against you and you are Charlie Brown in the world and there are Lucy Van Pelts out there stealing the football out from underneath you. Those are the days when you have to find a human who's going to say, really? Is this your best presentation into the universe? Come on. Really seriously, I'll let you have your 5 minutes on the table and, just put it out there, but then put it away and show me your better side because I know you have one. So if that's the two messages I would love to bring forward to 2023, be honest, find that person who can be your almost a mirror to show back to you, reflect it back to you in all honesty, what you can say and see to yourself and go forward. But also, you can be the butterfly that you've been forming in the cocoon of 2020 through 2022. And breath work, meditation, visualization, writing goals, these are all great tools to break you out of that cocoon that you've created for yourself. So really, those are the things that I would love to share with the community. And I am so honored and grateful to be part of the Soul family because you guys are, honestly, I think if people didn't have a soul family, they need to join ours. Come on in. It's a big party. We're having a soul party.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Christine, because that is all we need, And I like how you give the analogy with the cocoon. We need to just continue to break out and be that light and then help others as well. Because when we open up and we be the light, it's such a beauty to help others as well, to see that light and help them to look through a different lens and give them hope, give them optimism that no, you can do this. You can do this.
Absolutely.
You can do
Your
this.
story is not yet written. You write it every single day. When you get up in the morning, if you are writing a story that is reflective of yesterday, you're living in the past. If you're so focused on the future, you're literally missing what's going on around you. So really be present. Be present. And you guys help us be present every single week.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen, Joan.
Thank you.
White kitty!
Just sitting listening to each one of you sharing, it it clearly shows that we are a collective
Mm-hmm.
and we are here to help humanity in whatever way we show up every day to help humanity. And by us doing this, we're helping so many people. We are helping so many people because so many people, they are questioning themselves every day and wondering to know where am I going? But when we could show up and we could bring value and bring them a message every single day, it gives them hope. It gives them hope that they could make that step forward. It gives them hope, as Christine said, could come out from that cocoon
Mm-hmm.
and to live life to the fullest. So we all need to show up each and every day. Some days we're not so good, but the days that we are good, we just got to show up to help someone and help them to shine their light also.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And to add a layer on that is that the days that we're not good, that is why when we have that great circle around us and great souls around us, they can help us to pick ourselves up and give us that support to just to say, I'm here for you. I see you. I might not know how you're feeling, but you're telling me how you're feeling. I'm here for you. I love you. And just to give that kind and encouraging word to lift someone else up when they just don't feel like it at all. Can't even get out to bed or they're so overwhelmed because of life and situation. Have that someone to say, it's okay. You're going to get through this. This too shall pass.
Yes.
So let's keep the ball rolling.
Tom?
I don't know if I want to take myself off mute the way I've been hacking here. Uh-oh. Maggie must have made a weird comment. I'm not posting it up on the screen. Anyway, they had this idea, and this is for the people that have. There's like 50 other people, including Soham and Christine and some others that have been on recently that aren't going to be here. These are the older guests that started this out with us. So they haven't got the other ones have certificates of appreciation, so they want to make sure. And the first one is somebody who's in the audience. That's Amy Michelle Walters. And she was on a long time ago. And what she does is she specializes in missing persons in the state of Arkansas.
Wow.
This is she lost a friend, and the person who killed that her friend was never found. This became her mission. Thank you for being with us and sharing your message, Amy. I'm not going to remember everybody, but I do remember Angelic Ingram. She's an expat coach. She's living somewhere else now, but she was living in England at the time, and she works with expats. If you ladies want to pop in and say anything,
Actually,
please do.
yeah, we just want to thank Amy for the remarkable job that she's doing. And it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, the work that she's doing. And so we just want to give her flowers for taking that time to help others and bring that impact to the world.
Why don't I let you guys talk, and I'll just flip the slides. If you remember these people, some of them better than I do.
Yeah, and Angelique Ingram, she was, when we started the show, we said, oh my goodness, I wonder where we're going to start to get guests. And we asked Angelique Ingram, and she said yes. We don't know where the show would have gone, how it would have moved forward. And Angelique was the first person who took a chance on us, and she said yes. So
Yes,
she's truly amazing, amazing
I
person.
remember.
And
She
she's
came.
doing such a wonderful work right now in the world, here at home and abroad as well. So thank you, Angelique, for being who you are. We give you your flowers and just to show your appreciation with a small token. Thank you.
She was the first guest.
Yes, she was the first guest. Hmm.
Okay, let me see if I get through this without messing up
Oh, Anne
yours. Oh,
Fasad.
there we
Karen, you
go.
want to talk about Anne?
Yes,
Yeah,
Anne Fasad. She is one of our soul sisters still back in our country, Guyana. And I remember her showing up and helping us when we had the feeding program, when myself and Joan started the feeding program back in our country. She volunteered and gave her time, and we fed over like about 300 and something people.
Hmm.
And she said, Joan and Karen, I'm going to be here. I'm going to help you guys to do this feeding program so you could feed these people. And she turned up and she just gave her time to us to help us. And the beauty with Anne is that Anne was going through
Hmm.
certain
Yes.
things in her life. And we asked her, are you sure you're going to show up for us? And she said, yes, I want to help humanity. I'm going to show up. I'm going to help you guys to do it. So, in spite of what we may be going through, if you could just show up for one person, it makes a difference. It does make a difference. And Anne show up and she helped us to feed over 300 and something people. And it was absolutely amazing. And we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation for being the person who you are, for showing up in other people's lives and making a difference. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, we give you your flowers
Yeah.
because it goes to show that even what you might be going through, if you could just take the spotlight off yourself and help someone else, it makes a difference. It shifts your energy as well.
Mhm.
So thank you.
I had this, these ladies, along with Anne, received an award from the United Nations, by the way,
Yes.
for Ghana for the
Wow.
work they did. And we
Mhm.
did a wonderful two-part show on it. And what they went through is how they grew up with their family, their mother and their grandmother. They did an entire show about what led them to be the people they are today was the people that came before. It was absolutely beautiful. We're going to replay that, ladies. So anyway, sorry about that. When I
No,
think
thank
of
you. That's wonderful.
that show,
Mhm.
I remember that show so well. Doing that, it was one of our first shows, and I remember it's hard not to cry when I think about it. So let's go on here.
Yes.
Sorry, they're like, yeah, we've heard enough out of
Mm, no, no, no. That's beautiful that you shared that. I hope people go back and take a look at that replay, and take a look at a whole bunch of replays. I mean, you guys have
Yeah.
done some amazing, amazing videos in this past year. So, guys,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you, Saul. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
And we got Annie Jameson, and she is a wonderful person and talk about songs and healing, and does an amazing show as well. So, Annie, we just want to thank you so much for taking your time, and you're healing the world because people can feel that energy, and you even spoke about it in the show how people can feel that energy when they come to your practice and you give them that energy and in different spaces that they're so much well afterwards. So we just want to thank you. We want to show you our appreciation. And we want to say keep doing the good work because you're creating an impact in the world. We just give you your flowers. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
she was,
Hmm.
I remember that so well. She did sound bowls and she looked angelic, and the just the energy from her on the show. If you go back at that and see that show, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, she literally looked and sounded like an angel to me. She's an English woman living in New Zealand. And if you ever get a chance to see that again and find it, do so.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Boy, we're going to take forever with this. Cassie Mackler, who's everything, is actually here.
She's in the audience too.
Yes, she's in the
Yeah, she
audience.
is.
Hello, Cassie.
Love Cassie.
Cassie, the first time I met Cassie, I think it was on Positive Pineapple. I think that's the first time I met Cassie, and Cassie is this amazing soul. She got this sweet voice. When she speak, it is so soothing. I think
Mhm.
Mike should hear her voice too. And she's such this sweet soul. And it was amazing to really connect with Cassie and have her as a soul sister. And this evening, we just want to thank you, Cassie, for being the person who you are, for continue to show the love, continue to give people hope in spite whatever you might be going through. You find the time to reach out, to give people hope and spread that love and that light that is within you. Thank you so much for doing that, Cassie. And this evening, we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cassie.
Thank
We appreciate you. We give you your flowers as well.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm jumping in between pages. I'm trying to get something done here, and it's not work. They call me the
Oh,
tech guy, but I am not tech.
I think you just passed Bookie.
You just passed Bookie.
Did I? Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back.
There he is.
Brooke, I'm going to talk about this one.
Okay.
You see Karen, right? And the
Yep.
first time she was ever live, there was this crazy guy in Australia called Brooke Hadlin, and he and I started doing a show. We were filling in with their beautiful friends, some beautiful ladies, and I'll come up with Carly Evans and my God, I can't think of the other lady's name. It'll come to me. They're from Australia, and this crazy guy and I from Australia started this show. It was his show, and he says, "I'm quitting. You're going to take it over." And I'm like, "Oh hell no!" So that's how it started. And I remember we had Karen on as a guest for a couple times. All she could really do was giggle. And then she found her voice. And after that, you couldn't, it just took off and it was something beautiful. And she told me I was going to present her to the world. And I'm like, that ain't happening. And it was 2 years ago, almost like to the day. And it did happen. Thank you. But Brooke is the one who started it all, literally. She said it was me. It was actually Brooke.
Yes. Brooke is an
Yes.
amazing person.
You know, and I remember one time Bookie said to me, he said, you know something, Karen, don't hold anything back. Speak. Speak. Just speak. And he helped me to find my voice so I could speak.
Wow.
And I just want to thank him so much for believing in me. And he turned and he said to me one time too, he said, I'm going to start to interview people and I would love for you to be one of my guests. And he said, I'm not taking no for the answer. So he interviewed me.
Mhm.
He
So
was
I just
originally
want to thank him
doing
so much
this.
for helping me on my journey. Thank you so much, Bookie. And this certificate of appreciation, we're giving it to you this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
all the people you're helping as well in the world and
Yeah.
making that impact.
This lady,
Cicely. I
this
think
lady,
Cicely is in the audience too.
Yeah, she was in
I
the, I
think she
saw her in the
is.
audience. Yes.
Hmm.
This is a lady who it lives not that far from you that also does the same work that you do, I believe, is a Karen, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes.
Wow, I'm not brain damaged. Why don't you say a word? She was one of your first guests as well, man. She was one of the early ones.
Yes.
Yes.
Cicely is an amazing person. She does an amazing job. She helps so many people through their worst time in their life and also help people to transition from here. So, what a precious person doing such an amazing job. So, tonight we just want to give you your certificate of appreciation and give you flowers as well and continue doing the amazing job that you continue to do every day on a daily basis. Christina Calloway. Yes, Christina is an amazing person. She's just one of those amazing coaches as well because she helped those who cannot see through that lens that there is so much of hope and optimism. And she is able to draw that out and bring them up so they could be themselves and go take their powerful place in the world. So we just want to thank you, Christina, for the great job you're doing. Give you your flowers as well. Wow. This was an amazing, I mean, they all are amazing, but this one really stand out. Crystal Atkinson. She has an amazing story that she shared with us from moving in from a wheelchair and was able to walk again with her kids supporting her. What a wonderful woman.
Unbelievable. The photos. We'll have to redo that wonderful.
Hmm.
You've got these recorded. You took and recorded these. And hey, Anthony. Yeah, we sent him
Hi,
invites. Mary, but they're
Anthony.
busy. See if
Paco.
we can get them in. I'm
Yeah.
actually doing shaman training with a group that he's with. And that's the people I posted. I was trying to get the post on YouTube, but they actually do breath work. And I posted it, and I'll make sure that you get it, Sal, because you might want to check them out. They would love to have you on the show, I'm betting you.
Yeah. And Crystal is such a strong woman. And
Uh,
now what she's doing, is that her experience, she now is helping others to get a voice and to be strong themselves. So, Crystal, thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate you. And we
She
give you
was
the certificate of appreciation and your flowers as
Yes.
well. Thank you so much.
the picture. She's now a health coach and works out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a physical, a coach in the gym. She was confined to a wheelchair, and I forget how much weight she lost, but she shared photos that most women wouldn't share. The transformation was simply amazing.
Yes.
So let me go on. Sorry, I
Yeah.
babbled on there when Anthony popped in there.
No, that's okay.
Buddies.
We want to acknowledge everyone.
Okay, let me get moving here. My God, we'll never get through there. Crystal Sun.
Oh, wow. She is truly amazing. I mean, they all are amazing. And Crystal's son was able to help us to understand what is binaural beats
Mm-hmm.
and so many things because she is moving you in a different spaces that you can understand sounds and your body and how it can do healing as well. So Crystal, you're truly amazing and we just want to thank you for the experience that you have given us. And we also did a master class with Crystal as well. Beautiful, truly amazing. Thank you so much. Give your appreciation and also your flowers. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the reviews when she did her vocal toning was amazing. And she goes through all the energy points of chakras in the body. She was fantastic guest. Came on a couple times.
Hmm. Oh, Dr. Artes.
Yes.
Dr. Artis. You want to take Dr. Artis, Karen?
Yeah. When we spoke to Dr. Ortez, we could we saw the passion within him,
Hmm.
where he came from and his upbringing and the passion that he shared. He just want to help people.
Hmm.
And it's truly amazing when we could see another individual who really want to reach out to help another soul. It's absolutely amazing. And the work that he's doing is really phenomenal. And this evening, we just want to thank you, Dr. Ortez, for showing up and helping so many people with the work that you're doing. Thank you. We just want to give you the certificate of appreciation for showing up on the show Soul Light and Body. Thank you.
I remember him just saying, he says, the way he's doing his job now is doing it with love and fulfillment.
Mhm.
When he extends kindness, he's being mindful, he feels fulfilled because he knows he's helping another human being and he's serving humanity. So thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Okay, let me flick it here.
Oh, wow. Dr. Diana. She is so amazing. She is truly an amazing person. She's
Yes.
helping others see value in what they're doing.
Mhm.
Truly amazing person. So thank you so much, and we offer you this appreciation certificate of appreciation, and
Yeah,
your flowers as well.
yeah, she's very phenomenal and
Mhm.
she's very bubbly. She's very, very bubbly.
Great
And
energy.
yes, great energy she brings to the table. And I remember when we had the call with her, she was so bubbly and so the energy that she gave out is really, really nice. And it's a beauty that she could help a lot of doctors who may be burnt out and going through so much of stuff.
Mhm.
She's showing up for them and to help them. So thank you for what you're doing,
Yeah.
Dr. Diane. Thank you so much. And we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you. One thing that stood out is that she says, I think there was a patient who came to visit her, and nobody could have seen, what he didn't express what was happening until later on because she said, "What's wrong?" And so taking the time to listen to someone is so important because sometimes you don't have to fix anything. I know we always want to fix something, and it was his urinary bag was bulged out in his pants. And finally, he was able to say to her, and so she was able to just help him with that discomfort and
Yeah.
reassure him. So thank you so much for what you do every day.
I remember she was in England. I think she's up in Manchester. And what she did is she listens to the patients. She
Hmm.
stops everything and their healthcare system, they have X amount of time. She doesn't put up with it. And then she focused on the individual with holistic health, healing mind, body, and spirit. She wanted to do something besides prescribing tablets. We got another lady, marvelous Dr. V, who does the same type of work. Anyway,
Yep.
sorry about that. She was just amazing. You're like, if doctors would do this, our world would be different. Excuse me. Ah, Dr. Miguel Rodriguez.
He's amazing too because he worked together with Dr. Ortiz, and together they're changing lives, they're making a difference. And one thing stood out from the conversation, there was many, but one thing he said, honor your ancestors. Honor your ancestors because we all originated from that space. And one of the things he said before his parting words to us on the show, honor your ancestors. So thank you for what you're doing. We give you
Yes, thank
appreciation.
you so much.
Mm-hmm.
They're
We
both
give you
high up.
flowers.
I think they're in LA, or, and they're high up in the hierarchy. They're both PhDs, and they're working to change how the education system approaches
Mm-hmm.
people of different ethnicities, and particularly people from Hispanic origins and other language barriers and cultural barriers. They're taking their own life experience. Boy, I just got a good feeling from that. I remember how good it was to listen to them and making sure that people in the school system, children are not isolated or their families. They were absolutely great guests. God, are we ever going to get through this thing?
Dr. Miguel.
Oh,
Miguel.
Dr. Nopi. One of her, I think her mantra is find your fizz and flourish.
Mm-hmm.
She is the glitter coach. Yeah.
Find your frizz and flourish. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's a glitter coach.
Yeah.
And she's also very bubbly too.
She's a,
And the energy that she brings, it's
a joy.
phenomenal. Great
Just a joy.
energy. She spread that light, she spread that love. And we just want to thank you so much for showing up and helping so many people in the world.
And
Thank you.
sprinkling that love as glitter around the
Yes.
world, changing
Thank
lives.
you.
It's
We just want
beautiful.
to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Dr. Nopi.
Oops, I jumped it.
Oops, you jumped, Gracie.
Oh,
Gracie, I
Gracie,
think Gracie's in
Gracie.
the audience.
She's in the audience. She is
yeah.
phenomenal. Gracie is a phenomenal woman. We met Gracie on LinkedIn. And Gracie's message to us, it was really, 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 really wonderful.
Hmm.
She sat with us and she helped us to really understand LinkedIn.
Yes.
She helped us exactly how, she showed us step by step by step how we should go about doing things on LinkedIn. And Gracie, we just want to thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us and showing us how to use LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for guiding us to create audio link, audio on LinkedIn as well. And when you take your time with someone, that's such a beauty to help someone to understand certain things. We are very grateful. So
Yes.
thank you for such a precious soul, and thank you for all the different posts that you post on LinkedIn and enlighten others as well. So thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate you and we give you your flowers as well. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's there because okay, there is Gracie.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. Sorry, I was doing something else, and that almost turned us off because when I was trying to grab her comment, that would not have been good. Although I've done things like that in the past,
Elise
I
Craft,
I remember.
beautiful person. All about manifestation and how you can do that and how you have to be consistent and match that frequency because for manifestation to come to fruition, it has to be aligned together. Beautiful person, amazing person. Thank you so much, Elise.
Yeah, thank you so much, Elise, for showing up and helping us to understand how we can really work that tool, manifestation and visualization. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and knowledge with us. Thank you. And we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Jacqueline Dupress. Jacqueline was so amazing as well. I know you say we say all amazing, but they are amazing. And Jacqueline was able to sit with us and explain to us and the audience about ADHD and how it is. And her story is amazing too, because what has happened to her that she is able to personally decide to take the journey to become a coach ADHD. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for showing up and walking us through and helping us understand ADHD
Mm-hmm.
and what we can do to help ourselves or a loved one with ADHD, what we can do. Thank you so much for showing up and and giving us those tools that we could work. Thank you. And we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation.
Yes.
I remember her very well, and she sent me a Facebook friend request, and she posts great things. I'm on the spectrum, and really has been very, very helpful to me. I really appreciate it that she sends some real nuggets and some really information you
Mm-hmm.
can use. Even today, Jay Festerman.
Karen?
Yeah. Jay is a very beautiful soul. And I remember he wanted to share his story and he reached out to us and we said, yes, we will give you a spot that you could air your story. And his story is amazing. His story is beautiful. And it's always great when you could give a person a space where they could share their story because you never know who that story would touch and could help that individual. So, Jay, we just want to thank you so much for showing up and sharing your story with us and helping people to understand life and their journey. Thank you so much for doing that. And we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And Jay had quite a story.
Yes. Now we move on to Jeannie Buckman. And she was very helpful, very inspirational, and the things that she work in the wellness community and help others as well. So, Jeannie, we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation and thank you for all that you do. Give you your flowers as well. Hmm. Jessica, remember Jessica with the way that she helped us to practice different modalities and to look in different spaces, how we can all live our true essential self. So thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica was phenomenal because she really helped us to understand how we can really work the tools that are available to us and to live a more better lifestyle. So we just want to thank you this evening, Jessica, for showing up. And we just want to present to you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Sorry, I've got people that are sending me whispers and stuff. Here we go. Joanna Hernandez.
Joanna is a beautiful soul. I remember when I met Joanna, she so kind, so sweet, so gentle. And when we had the Mother's Day show, I think it was, she showed up and she said, I would like to be a part of this show. So, Joanna, this evening, we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation. And thank you so much for showing up for so many people in your country and helping them to have a meal, a hot meal. Thank you so much for doing that. You're making a difference in humanity. You're making such a difference. And thank you for doing that.
John D. McDonald. He's a special person. And his story, my goodness, he fell to rock bottom and he was able to pull himself up and work his way back up. Thank you, John, for who you are and continue to be blessed. Thank you for taking the time to share your story with us and the audience. We appreciate you. Give
I
you a
remember,
certificate of application and
I
the flowers
remember
as
John.
well.
He had a
Mm-hmm.
tremendous story, and in that delightful Scottish accent of his. It was just very good. That's one well worth watching. He had an incredible story.
Yes. And connect with him. Connect with everybody who we spoke about this evening. Connect with them. They
Mhm.
all are amazing people and they can make a
Hey,
difference in your life as
we,
well.
we've talked about it, but on your page, I would like to get the different handles for some of our guests so that people can reach out to them. I mean, we do them whenever we do the show, but my God, sometimes we have a list that long in the comment.
Hmm.
But I think, and we need to get together and create a page where people can go to find the links for all these guests because there's too many, there's just too much that can be shared. You know what I mean? And
We make
it's
that happen in 2023.
It's in the making.
okay. We're going to do it in 2023. We're
We
doing it.
are.
We're doing it.
Hmm.
So we're
Okay.
going to do it. Okay, next one.
Let's move forward. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh,
Lisa.
Lisa, she just left too.
Lisa is amazing. She is another amazing soul, and she show up and she help people to understand timing, you know. She she helps someone to know that everything happens at the right time,
hmm,
nothing before its time. And she goes in depth and she helps an individual to understand that. So Lisa, thank you so much for that special gift that you give to the world. Thank you so much for showing up for so many people and helping them to understand the timing with their lives. Thank you so much. And we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Lisa.
thank you.
I remember most about. I've known her and had her in different shows, and she's been on with Christine. But just she's been studying different modalities, and I just remember the peace and just the knowledge she brings. You know, and just effortlessly. She's been at this a long, long time.
Okay. Oh my
Laz,
gosh, laws.
what a story.
Wow, what a story.
She was. Uh, you want to say something that she's
I
been
just
through
an
a
amazing
lot?
story. Just a woman of survival, being through so much in her life and still standing tall and helping others as well to live their life as well. It's not easy. Her life is filled with a lot of challenges, as all of us do in many ways. But is someone who came out and spoke her truth, shared her story very in depth. And for that, we appreciate you and we thank you and we give you your flowers as well, Loz.
I've I've known Laz for a while, and she works helping to heal and with other people. And she she was given up at birth because she was, you know, mixed race child in England at that time, and she grew up in an orphanage, and she went from bad to worse. It's like it's like a modern day novel. I mean, it was just horrendous, but yet the soul came through with all this healing.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful if you get a chance to get
Yes.
our friend
Maggie.
and Jordan.
Maggie Catan. Maggie is a truly survivor. She shared her story. She shared her challenges that she'd been through life, and she continued to help others, believing in themselves. Beautiful soul. Maggie, thank you for who you are, and thank you for showing up in the world and being such a special person. We thank you for this time and your appreciation. Be giving that to you and your flowers as well. So thank you.
Maggie
Yeah,
another one
Maggie is she's a great soul. She's a great soul.
with
She's
another
always willing to help.
Mm-hmm.
She always show up and she's willing to help someone. And that's the type of attitude we really need moving forward in 2023. She always show up to help someone. In
Mm-hmm.
spite of what she may be going through, she show up to help so many other people. Thank you, Maggie, for all that you do. Thank you.
Yeah.
May I say something real quick?
Yes.
I just wanted to say, just because, I keep hearing like the short stories, you guys remembering, I see your faces. It's so beautiful how memories attach to an emotion. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so evident when I hear you guys speak and you hear a certain name, you smile or you get into
Yeah.
deep thought, and it's just so beautiful to see. So I'm sure I can't wait, to even see more of the videos that I've missed because I keep seeing the expressions and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
just
Yes.
want to say, like, we all go through obstacles. We all go through
Yes.
something. We are all tested here on earth. We are, and this is part of, why we emphasize all these things because we all have obstacles to go through. And just because we're on this path, it doesn't mean they stop. you know
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just it's a simple way, right? A lifestyle per se, because it does become a lifestyle to make sure that these things don't keep coming, that we don't get trumped with things and then move towards a negative way with them, right? It's kind of a way how even it to accept everything that comes our way and find the reason for it, right? Whether something's good or bad, there's a reason for it. And if we can be aware and be conscious and pay attention, right? I know sometimes it's difficult when everybody's going through a hard time to really see the light and see positivity. And I know that when you are in a depressed state of mind, when you prefer to pull the covers over you and isolate versus hearing something positive because you just can't see yourself there at that time, I just want to remind everybody that that's when we have to fight the hardest and make sure that we stay awake, right? We stay present and we remember that we can't allow that to win. We can't allow those things to be our choices. We have to choose ourselves. And if we do and go against that action that wants us to just, hide and live in survival mode and stay in survival mode versus actually surviving, then until then we won't be let free. We are our own creators, and we have to fight that. We have to fight that negative feeling. We have to find that purpose, make a plan, make sure you write a plan, because most people stay depressed because they feel there's no purpose of their life. Everybody's going to be better off without me, even suicidal guys, and I speak from the heart because I was there once upon a time. And it takes consistency. It takes you to realize there's so much more to this life. And as you go discovering it and get more and more into it and hear other people's story, that's what I love, that you guys have so many stories here, because we're all going through something different, you know? But no matter what you're going through, understand this: there's always tomorrow. And the second that you decide you don't want to feel that way is the second that you stop. You simply have to flip it, and you have all control to do so, with little techniques, but you have to make that choice yourself. And remember, when it's hardest, it's most important to do it. I just wanted to say that because you're saying survivals and the survivalists, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. So please remember, somebody has gone through what you've gone through and they've been able to come out of it. Follow a motivational speech, go hear a story, understand there's always a way out. there's always, a positive place and something positive that you can see out of all the negative. When my friends talk negatively to me, no matter what perspective they say it from, if it's negative, I always shed another light, right? Because it's all about perception. And if you can change your perception and see the way that you see things, then you can make it positive. Does that make sense?
That,
Lots
oh
of
my goodness. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much for saying that
yes.
because it's how we move to the other side of the situation.
And we know it's hard. We're not telling you this is going to be one, two, three, and life is going to stop smacking you with everything. No, we get it. And we get like getting up early. I know you guys heard, I don't know if you guys heard Tommy earlier with Joanne, or if that was private, I'm sorry, but how early they wake up, how late they go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
how hard they work. And
Mm-hmm.
it's all for us, like to help us out, to help the world out, to make this place a better place. So we all have to work together, we all have to do that, and your story matters. You never know whose life you can touch by sharing your
Right.
story.
Mm-hmm.
So understand that pain can be turned into purpose. All our pain can be
Absolutely.
turned into purpose. We cannot let that, beat us. We are all survivors, and we can all stay survivors. So let's just keep moving forward. 2023, I want to bombard all those obstacles. I want you guys to look at things differently. I want you to break through, anything that comes your way. We're
Mm-hmm.
going into full beast mode, but in a positive way.
True.
Wow,
Absolutely
thank you
right.
so much for saying that. We needed that motivation
Mm-hmm.
because such a great spirit. And me, you are such an amazing person.
Thank you.
You're such an amazing person when you
Yes.
help people through COVID, when your colleagues were going through things, and you were able to be there as a guiding light to help them through that darkness in that space. Thank you so much.
Oh no, hell no. I ain't ashamed to put their business out in the street. But we were talking about before was Karen and Joan. They work about an 18-hour day minimum, usually, on average would be my guess. So they get up at 3:30 in the morning and they do an hour worth of breath work, just like Saul was talking about in
Mhm.
meditation. They do it every morning. And I've never seen Joan when she wasn't at work. I don't ever. And they and I'll get a message from them at 12:30 at night, like, "Well, I feel like, are you okay?" Something like that about some silly drama I created, or if there's and they will sit there and talk back and forth for half an hour, and I'm like, "You get up in 3 hours. What are you thinking?"
Oh.
They do it. This just happens.
Selfless. You ladies are
Yes.
selfless. The
And do you,
Yeah.
definition of
Um,
it. Seriously.
thank you.
and you
But
see
the thing
everybody.
is,
No, I'm not done. I'm not done. It's my turn. It is my turn to talk.
Tom, we have to get through
I
this.
know we will, and now's the time for the giveaway. God, what a great
Yeah,
question.
we got to
But
give away
just what I
stuff.
want to say, this is one sentence. The way they talk about the guest is the way they are with thousands of people that they serve. And what do you say every morning? What can I do today to serve
Serve
humanity?
humanity.
That's what they
Mhm.
say.
Yes.
That's their mantra every morning.
It's beautiful.
So it's time to give some stuff away. How do you
Yeah,
want?
let's give some stuff
We got
away.
five
Let's
books, and we're
help
not going to do
others.
the rest of this. Gosh, it's so hard not to talk about all these beautiful guests. I'm done. So, what
I
do you want to do?
mean, Razzie was a guest on our show, and we're going to get to her certificate as well. But Razzie has written this book, so amazing. Lead in your truth.
Yeah.
And her story, my goodness, I know. But let's put the number in, Tom, and then let's.
Okay, you ladies are going to put the number in. I'm not.
Sally and Christine, please be a part of this as well.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
We are giving away.
The
We are giving
private
away. This is
content.
a gift to the
Put a number
audience.
in from 1 to 20. I don't think we got much more than 20 people watching, although we might, because
Let's put in the number between 1 to 30.
you
1 to
guys do it
30.
in private chat. In fact, we need five numbers. Five numbers. I'll do one. 1 to 30. Okay, I've got you, CC.
Oh, see, she's there.
Yep.
I came back. Sorry, I had a phone call and it bumped me out.
That's okay.
Okay, we need you ladies too now. We've got Butterfly, we've got Sol, and we've got me.
Mm,
So you ladies come up with a number 1 to 30.
mm,
Whoever wins this book is gonna love it. It's amazing. Her
You make
stories, unbelievable.
you make sure you message these ladies with your address. Okay? Okay. Okay, we've got it.
mm.
Okay. So we need one from you,
Just Joanne.
Joan. Sister
Joan.
Joan.
I'm sorry.
Spin the dial.
Oh,
Get through this.
my phone is out. Karen, just throw a number in there for me,
Okay.
Okay.
please.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Comments. Wow.
Right.
Dawn, Dawn wins. That was my number, Dawn. Make sure that you get these ladies and if you go in any of the platforms this is being broadcast from, you've got their connections for either one of them. You've got their handles, and they will go ahead and give them their address, and they will send it. Guarantee you.
Yes, guarantee you get it.
Hey there. Yeah, you won, Dawn.
You really
Okay.
won.
Oh, wow.
By the way, her story, and she's going to write. She fled her country. If you've ever seen the movie Blood Diamond, that's where she grew up and fled when she was a 12-year-old child.
Wow.
Absolutely. I'm feeling something run through me just thinking about her. She's just, wow. Okay.
Congratulations, Dawn.
Book. Congratulations, Dawn. Yep. Pick a number. Pick a number 1 to 30. Let me do something here.
He was a guest on our show as well.
Oh, he
Who
was
have
great,
written this book.
fantastic. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing person.
It's okay. We have some more books.
Yeah, we got 5 books. 5 books. Count them.
Ah! You guys see it?
Yep.
I think we got a winner.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
We have a winner,
Okay.
Cassie.
Oh,
Cassie.
Yes.
Boy, that is
Cassie
so
win
cool.
the Red Chair Experience.
wow.
Wow.
You guys are feeling us.
Yes.
Yeah, were we supposed to pick a number? I think you got her done. Okay, I'm having a hell of a time getting in between screens here. Okay, let me see where we're at. Comments. Yay, you got it. Okay, so it was
I think I just see
Kathy got
Angelique
it.
there.
Kathy got it. Let me take the numbers off as we're doing them. This is a very special book written by somebody's daughter. Would you like to talk about it for just a minute? Keep picking numbers, kids.
1 through
This is
30.
my daughter, and she wrote this book, Children's Gratitude, because she said to myself and her aunt Joan, she said, I would really like to give back something. What can I do? And we said to her, sit in silence, you will get the answer. And then she called us back and she said, I'm going to write a children's gratitude book, because she said that kids need to know about gratitude.
Right.
And there are some amazing pointers in this book that would help a parent to teach a child about gratitude. Great book.
Yes.
Great book.
Keep picking. You don't have it yet. Keep
You don't have a
going.
number yet for this one?
Nope, not quite.
Okay.
They're around it, but haven't quite hit it.
They're not hitting it.
We still got 3 numbers here. Keep going. This is a great book. I actually bought it. Nope, Not yet. With all these psychic sites we're watching,
I was gonna say they got to tune their psychic.
yeah, yeah. What the heck? Oh, they're uh oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
It's fate.
Cassie.
okay, Cassie, you and
Wow.
I are connected today.
Cassie's
She
on the
already won
psychic
one.
roll.
though.
Concentrating.
She already won one, but Dawn already won one too. So
Oh, that's
it's up
right.
to
Right. Exactly.
Well, she gets 2 books then. It's
Yeah,
Christmas. Be generous.
Cassie. It's up to you. Do you want it? If Dawn would like it, or however you want to do it. We had 2 winners there on that. So that
Can
kind
we
of
give one, this one, and the next? Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say this one, and the next book the other one.
Yeah, we got 2 more. No, she said no. So if Dawn wants it, she gets it. That was one of the numbers, 7. And
Wow.
Yeah.
okay, we'll figure out. Let's. I'm going to pick another number and guess again, because unless you want it to go, do you want Cassie to have it? Cassie says no, or Dawn? Since they both picked the numbers, they're right on.
Or they could pay it forward to someone else.
Okay.
Pay it forward, or I just picked a different number. Since my number was, I just gave you a different one.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm looking for it. Keep guessing. Did somebody already get it? It's crazy. Let me look.
So since I wasn't here, what amazing things did you say about me?
Your certificate is not pop up as yet.
Your certificate is not
My
as yet.
number.
Mm-hmm.
We were waiting for you to get back.
Angelic.
Angelique.
Angelique
my
Ingram.
number. She picked one. Actually.
Oh, wow.
Angelique?
Thank
Wow.
you. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
And
Angelique.
you guys have already. You'll love this book. I bought it myself. Yay. Okay, let's keep going. We've got 2 more.
So Angelique win the children's gratitude?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations, Angie.
Yeah.
You know how to get a hold of them. You've been on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
John was one of our guests as well. He was in a panel discussion.
Yeah.
What an amazing person.
what a powerful presentation he had. That just hit so many things, man. Everybody on that panel was just pinging off of each other. It was like each one of them just took it to another level. Okay. We're
Pick
still
a number
making
between 1 and 30.
We're still giving away books. Keep going. You guys are all right around it. Aha, here we go. That was the second number I picked. It's Katerina.
Katharina.
Wow.
Our psychic.
Congratulations.
You're going to like this guy, Katerina. And you know how to get a hold of him. Perfect. So one last book. I'm actually in this. I actually wrote an article for it. And so is Butterfly CC.
Yes.
And I don't know if she's in this one or the last one.
She's in this one.
She's in this one. Her story is in this one.
Yep.
How I fell in love with COVID.
Yeah, how she fell in love with COVID. She's a sick woman. Let me tell you, I know this for a fact.
Oh, I am not sick. I am just twisted.
Yes, that'll work. No, keep going, guys. Hey,
Oh, Brianna said she just got hers in the mail today.
Okay.
I haven't gotten mine yet. Maybe I haven't. Oh, you guys are so close, so close, so close. Remember, it's a number 1 to 30. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Gosh, it's crazy how close some of these are.
Mm-hmm. Numbers
That
are so
Betty?
close.
Yeah, keep going. Maybe I should have done 1 to 20. We've got 12 viewers though, so keep going, guys. Oh, I should look in mine. You guys are keep going, keep going, keep going. But this is great. This has really got some really good hate help tips. Keep going.
Did Angelique win anything?
Some somebody
Yes,
win the
she did.
18, right?
And we don't have it. Did we have an 18? Let me check.
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay, it's a winner then. I'm sorry.
I
I
think it's
forgot.
gone again.
Yep, it's gone.
Dawn
Well,
or Angelique?
not uh it's Dawn. Unless somebody did it before and I missed it. Sorry about that. I forgot that you added some numbers. 18, yes, Angelique. Since it's not a book and it's a magazine. Angelique won it, yeah.
So
So,
Angelique would get one and Dawn would get one.
okay, that'll work.
Perfect.
Perfect. You know how to get a hold of them, ladies. Yep, sorry about that stuff. Good and cool magazine, and I do a little section on addiction in there every issue so far. We'll see how it goes. Yay, that's great. Okay, we better get moving on here. This is crazy. Our friend Maggie from Australia, what a story she has. So our friend Maggie, she's got an incredible story. She lives in Australia and has been through quite a journey and spiritual healing, and she reaches out to people all over the world. Thank you for being with us, Maggie. She was one of my first friends from Australia, one of our first group of people. Thanks a lot for being with us.
Yeah, Margaret is phenomenal. Margaret was going through her own experience and situation, and she still find the time to help. She
She
still
also,
find that time to help someone who is in need. Thank you
she,
so much, Maggie. And we
Maggie,
just want to give you a certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much, Margaret.
Maggie, Margaret, Maggie had so many life situations and had to give up her car and a lot of things.
Yeah.
And Maggie, for homeless people, provides food, but also provides health accessories, toiletry, sanitary stuff. She's a sweetie. She really is a sweetie.
Yes.
So here's someone with not all that much in their life who reaches out and helps others. Everything donation she gets goes to the homeless. Mary Christine. I don't remember this gal.
Yeah, she is an amazing person. And she normally show up for so many people. And sharing her story, we all understand that there is hope no matter what you're going through.
Right.
Thank you, Mary, for showing up and for helping so many people. Tonight, we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you. Thank you.
Oops, I'm sorry. People keep messaging me. It's making me crazy. Okay, we'll move on here. Sorry about that. You see, I'm jumping in between three different screens. It's making me nuts. I need to set up a separate one. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We're getting pretty close. We're getting through them.
Oh,
Mike
Mike
Beverly
Beverly.
was
Mike
just
Beverly
on.
was the gentleman who just was on the show. He is a phenomenal guy and he helps so many people. He holds that space so that an individual could be themselves and share their story. Mike, we just want to thank you so much for showing up and being the man that you are. Thank you. And please accept this certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Mike Beverly.
Also, we put links. We would love to hear from anybody or any former guest or anybody here. His links were both in Facebook and
Misty Lynn,
I.
she is a phenomenal soul. She helps so many people. She would sit and she would give them a read and help them to understand in depth about themselves and about their life. Misty, thank you for showing up and helping humanity. This evening, we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much, Misty.
She's a remote health. She's also kind of a remote health practitioner tuning into people's energies. She told me I had a heart condition 6 months before it came, before the medical profession told me. I was
Wow.
like, you're nuts. You're nuts. You don't know what you're talking about. All you psychics. So thank you for what you do for everybody. Nandar Matachari?
Nandar, she is
Nandar.
another phenomenal soul too. Nandar, she came on the show and just like Saul is saying about meditation. Nandar was so in depth about meditation, and she even did a demonstration with us too to help us to understand how meditation can help us with deep breathing. And she explained everything to us. Nandar, thank you so much for showing up and helping us to understand in depth how meditation could work for us along with deep breathing. Thank you. And this evening, we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation. Thank you.
Ah, she calls herself my daughter, Pamela Johnson. One of
Yeah,
that makes me proud. She's having some terrible health issues right now, and she's coming through it. She's this is some another person like Laz who's got a story
yes.
for for. She needs to write a book. What she endured is I can't even speak about it in here. Um,
She
my
had
mom
quite a
knows it.
story.
It's unbelievable what she endured from what she
Yeah,
was. She was a victim of a sex ring from 4 years old until she was 29, basically, and somehow broke out of that, escaped it. It's unbelievable. And to be a soul and work for people the way she does, it was a very, very tough show to watch. It is. The
yeah,
first was her life before, and the second part was her life after. Thank you, Pamela.
yeah. Thank you, Pamela, for the strength, the resilience that you have showed us that whatever we are going through, we can emerge from it.
That's right.
You
Unbelievable.
are a true example. You and Laws are a true example of women that we just want to honor you because what you guys went through, it was really, really tough. But you guys stand tall today to show us that whatever we go through in life, we can come through. Thank you guys so much for sharing your story with us, Pamela. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Thank you. And today we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Pamela.
Cassie and her are best buds. Yeah. The thing that I love about Laws and Pamela, they went through things where most people don't survive, outside of an institution, and yet their lives are dedicated to helping others and to helping provide help and, solstice help, I can't say the right word. They want to help others. I mean, that's what they do, and that's what their focus is in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of all of it. Okay, let's keep moving on. We're getting through this, guys. Rozzy, what an incredible guest.
Razi, that's the book. Lead in your truth. And Razi came from Sierra Leone, and she came to Canada, and it wasn't an easy journey for her, but a woman of strength, that she wrote a book about her story so we all could read it and give us that hope and know that there is hope on the other side when we go through these experiences. Razi, thank you so much for your story. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. And this evening, we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you.
Rozzy, when she was talking, if you've ever seen the movie Blood Diamond, if you haven't, that was her story. Her family sent her away as a child refugee because the rebels were taking young girls like that, calling them taking them, kidnapping them.
Right.
It was incredible. She lived that movie as a child. She's amazing. Russ Hedge.
Russ. Russ is another gentleman like Gracie. He helped us to really understand LinkedIn also. He explained LinkedIn to us in depth, how we could reach out and get guests to come on the show. Russ, we just want to thank you so much for giving us those tools and helping us along. Thank you so much, Russ. And this evening, we just want to give you that certificate of appreciation. Thank you, Russ. You're saying something, Tom?
Yeah, I didn't want to hack into the microphone again, you know. Anyway, lovely Bruta, she was from, God, was it Latvia? It'll come to me.
Yes.
One of the three countries. Think it might have been Latvia or Lithuania. And her name is impronounceable. Why don't you talk about her? It's amazing
Yeah,
story.
and she is a true example of manifestation and visualization because she visualized the country and she manifested, and she's living there right now. So she worked the tools, and she helped us to understand manifestation and visualization and how it could really happen for you. So Ruda, thank you so much for taking the time and sitting with us and sharing your story with us and helping us to understand how we could use this modality in our lives to enhance our lives. Thank you. And we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation this evening. Thank you.
She was amazing. She, through athletics and everything, she was born during the breakup of the Soviet Union and lived in tremendous poverty and rose up to be, you know, in corporate America for years, and then she left that to be a coach and is living her dream life in Lisbon. She spoke like what, 5 or 6 or 7 languages. It's
Wow.
crazy. Amazing woman, amazing.
Mhm.
Spoke English like and German and I forget what all. Anyway, let's move on here. We're coming close to the end of it. Ruth Ratliff.
Ruth is an amazing soul too. The way how she played those bowls, the music is phenomenal. Ruth, we want to thank you for showing up and helping so many people in this world to heal by using the sound to heal
Absolutely.
them. Thank you so much for using that. And this evening, we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation. Thank you so much, Ruth Ratif.
And there's Steve. Steve from the Global Summits, one of the sponsors, Global Media. Okay, let's move on. Ruth, I mean that she just has a beautiful healing modality with that. Shree,
Sheer.
I'm not even going to try it.
Sheer is Soham's husband that was on the show
Oh, that's
earlier.
right. That's right. I knew the name
This
of it.
is Soham's husband, and he is an amazing soul also. He helped us to really understand astrology and numerology. He went in depth so we could really understand how the people in India really believe in astrology and numerology and how they match the wedding and how everything is being done. He explained everything that's about numbers and everything. So we just want to give him this certificate of appreciation this evening and let him know that we really appreciate him taking the time because he was so busy. But he said, I'm going to take the time. I'm going to sit with you guys. If you're going to do the show on a Saturday, I'm going to sit with you guys and do the show. And he did sit with us one Saturday morning and he did the show. Thank you so much, Sheer, for doing that for us.
He's a
Thank you.
professor of higher mathematics. He just did an amazing thing for me off screen where he did one of his Vedic readings. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It was absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe how right on it was. It was crazy.
Yes.
They call
Thank
him
you,
DNA
Sheer.
readings also. Saul. Well, how about that?
Saul, and she's in the house.
Yep.
Saul's in the house.
Thank you.
Saul, you are such an amazing soul girl. You shine your light wherever you go. You are a beacon of light and you help so many people. Look, when they had COVID, you helped so many people. And thank you so much for showing up and to help people when they're in need. You're there for them. And it means a lot to a lot of people.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for doing that, Saul. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and helping people around the world, giving them that space that they could be themselves. Thank you. And tonight, we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation and say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Better call Saul. I remember her story, and she's another one that has come from a hell of a place and has a hell of a story to come to where she's at. It's just simply amazing. I remembered it. And I remember so many of these narratives. It's like I'm a retainer of stories. Thank you for sharing yours, Saul, and for being where you're at.
Thank you, Tommy.
We're getting close.
Wow,
Staffy Spanos, a Greek expat
Staffy is
in
a phenomenal
Australia.
soul. I remember Staffy and Buki when I used to go on the show. And Staffy said to me, he said, Karen, you will be helping people around the world. And he said that don't be afraid. You came to deliver. And I just want to thank Staffy for believing in me and for giving me those words to help me to understand myself in depth. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Safi. And this evening, we just want to give you the certificate of appreciation, Safi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Steve, you remember Steve Tom?
Very much
I
so.
remember Steve.
She
Kristen,
reached
you
out
remember
to him.
Steve? Let's put that, Kristen, you give away the certificate now.
Steve was one of the most amazing people who took something as tragic as COVID in New York City that was really suffering with it. And he took it and created a story narrative and he brought it forward, showing people, real people who are going through real experiences with COVID and how you can use humor, you can use, there was humor, tragedy, it was beautiful. It was the widest range of emotions. And he created a narrative for it and put it on film. And it is being honored, I believe, with the Bronx. It's being honored in New York City in the
It's
film.
there was like six awards, Boston all over
Yeah.
Yeah,
for best whatever you want to call it.
COVID Diddy.
Yeah,
Yep.
COVID
COVID
did it,
did.
but yeah,
COVID Diddy.
they were incredible, and we had some. And yeah, he really did an incredible job. He's a director, a screenwriter, and an actor, and he took and created this and spent a lot of his time and money and spiritual capital because he wasn't doing any work in theater or anything, during COVID. So he found a way to use his art to share people's story and give people hope. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Teresa Crabtree, my friend, amazing story and author. Teresa grew up with a heck of a life, and what she did is Spirit reached out to her. And a lot of people might not understand or agree with this, but I did something with her, and she does a thing called the Soul Cleanse. And I reached out to her, and she helped start my journey in 2018. Literally, when she did the work she did energetically with me, I felt it in real time immediately, and it was absolutely. I went back to myself because I didn't do the things she told me to, but it put me on a completely different path, which puts me on the show tonight, 2018 in November. Do you want anything to say about Teresa? I mean, her work is just. You're muted, Karen. You're there. You are. We can't hear you. I don't know why. You're turned off. We can't hear you. Oh, this is not going to be good. We can't hear you, and I don't know why. You may have to come back in. Joan, by the way, is actually at a client's house. They're end of life caretakers. There you are. Can you talk now?
Yes, Teresa is a phenomenal soul also. We came into this world and there are so many things that come up in our lives. But the beauty when we could stand still and address the situation with strength and tenacity, that's Teresa. She's taking
Joan,
care of her mom. And it's such a
that's
beautiful thing when we could do things back for our parents.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When we could show up back for them in spite of whatever situation. When we could show up back for our parents, it's phenomenal.
I
And
think
that
her
is what Christine is doing.
mother is 96 or 97.
And Teresa.
Yep. She's
So we
incredible.
just want to thank Teresa.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Tom.
I was just going to say, and a lot of us don't have the best history. And it's so healing at the end of life to be able to heal and reconcile. And I'm not going to speak for Butterfly CC, but this is going on in her life right now. And I love, even when the relationships, like I was able to care for my dad at end of life pretty intensely for a few days. And it's a beautiful, it's a completion of the circle of life. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so much today we just send our old people when they're not convenient anymore. We send them away to institutions and stuff, and to have the beauty of having them at home and staying at home, and we were able to do that with family here as well. Thank you for inspiring us. We're getting close, Tom Hudson.
Tom was
Joan,
amazing. Tom was very amazing because he took
Mm.
us through the whole nutritional phase. Make sure we eat right, exercise,
I remember, yeah.
all of that good stuff. He was really, really on point with everything. Of course, he's a coach, a professional coach, and he really guided us through all the steps we should take as an individual to live our true essential self and to stay healthy and strong so we could do the best we can do for our families, our environment, and all that good stuff. So, Tom, we thank you so much. And it was amazing to have you on the show. And we did join you a couple of times in the audio room on LinkedIn as well. And great advice because you're helping others to make a difference with themselves. So, thank you, Tom Hudson. We give you your flowers. Hmm.
Somebody just called me.
Mm. Okay.
So, all these people that we talk about here, oh, this is Trina Rykoff. And my goodness, that was an amazing show as well. I mean, all the shows are amazing, but this one is with a difference. And Teresa, not Teresa, Trina was able
yeah.
to talk to us through trauma and how it affects us. And it can hinder us if there are certain things that we don't try to do to prevent ourselves. Like I remember we did ask her a question like, how do we handle the holidays? Especially if you know that you're going
Mm-hmm.
to be in an environment that you will be triggered.
Mm-hmm.
And she was able to guide us through step to step by step how we should do it and be aware at all times with ourselves, be aware about our environment and stuff like that. So Trina, we thank you so much and we appreciate all that you do for so many people and making such a difference in this world. So thank you. We give you appreciation and also your flowers. Thank you.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
amazing when Trina started to explain to us about trauma
Hmm.
and how it come from generation to generation. It keep passing on. You know, we might see our parents doing things, but we don't really understand is that it's a generational thing coming right down, and that is how it passed down to us. So she really dived in depth and helped us to really understand when we see our families or our parents doing things, what's really happening and going on. She did. And thank you so much, Trina, for taking the time to
Yes.
sit with us and to explain trauma and strength, the resilience. Thank you so much. And this evening, we just want to give you this certificate of appreciation for doing this for the world. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm trying to do three things at once and I got four people messaging me. I'm not that good.
Yeah.
William
Oh,
Walker.
he has not been on the show, but he's going to be on. But we had a Zoom meeting with him, and what a phenomenal young man who's making such a difference and helping. And he works in conjunction with, well, they worked, he had worked together with Terrence Johnson, who was here early sitting in with us, and amazing person, just an amazing individual. And you will get to hear his story, and you will also get to hear how you can make financial decision as an individual. So look forward for him. He's going to be one of our upcoming guests in
Mhm.
January. So Thank you, William Walker, for sitting in with us and talking to us and on the Zoom meeting and explaining to us certain things. So
Yes.
we'll be looking forward to hear more from you and reading your blogs and every single thing. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll be right with you. I'm doing what I was told.
Yeah, I mean, all these people, it's such an amazing month that all these amazing people we have met and have got such a great and powerful story. Each one is unique in their own way.
Yes.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
I'm
Yeah.
jumping in between screens here.
And those who have won, congratulations to all of you.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for being a winner. Oh, Zion. You're going to love Zion because Zion, he's one of our upcoming guests, but we had a Zoom meeting with him. And Zion is someone who talks about gratitude. He's all about positive energy, and he's really making a big impact. He's making a difference. He's from Nigeria, and he also working with kids. Just a great person with a great heart, full of great influence, and all he mostly focuses on is positive energy, spreading gratitude, and that you could believe in yourself and just know that
Hmm.
it's going to be okay. It's full of love. And I was in an audio room today and on LinkedIn, and there's so much stories because they did a lot of different stories just to conclude 2022. And oh my goodness. And they just rally around each other. So it's nice that there are spaces where we can come together, show love to each other, and know that as some we were talking earlier, know that you have someone there who got your back. That's a trusted friend, a trusted group that you can go to
Yes.
and receive that love, and know to say that you know what, I got you. This too shall pass. Because we all go through struggles in life.
Mm-hmm.
Some would be more than others, but having a trusted friend is always a great thing that we can always offer our hand to help another person who's in a place that not at good in that moment. So thank you. hmm I'm just going to throw in one more Razi's book.
But before we do that, I
Okay,
just want to thank Christine Cavalier. You have been a phenomenal soul. You have helped so many people around the world. You have shown grace. You have shown strength. You have shown so many people how we all could get up and walk again. You show up for so many people around this world. Each and every Sunday, you show up. We invite you to come on the show, Soul, Light, and Body. You said, yes, I'm there. I will be there. Because you really want to give the value and share the modalities that one could really help themselves. Christine, you are an amazing soul sister. And to everybody out there, whatever you may be going through, we are a community. You're not alone. We are a community. We are here to hold each other up and to help each other through this journey called life. If you see a brother or a sister maybe falling, help them up. Don't criticize them. Don't bring them down. Help them up because you really don't know what that person is going through.
hmm
If you to really wear that person's shoes, then you would really understand what that person is going through.
Right.
Christine, you are
I
such a beacon of light. Don't ever forget that. You are a beacon of light. You shine your light so many people could see in the darkest moments. You shine that light so many people could see. You show up. You never give up. You show up. You show that strength. That's tenacity. Thank you. And this evening, we just want to give you that certificate of appreciation. And thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you, Christine Cavalier.
Yeah.
That's what I was running
Thank
around
you.
doing. She sent that to me and she said, put that on. And I had to do all kinds of things to make it
Thank you
happen.
so much. Thank you.
I love
Thank you so much.
I love
Thank you, Liz.
Continue to do what you're doing. And 2023 is just in you were speaking to us early about butterfly, cocoon. You were talking to us about the metamorphosis and the change. And 2023 is going to be all of that for you as well. You're going to be having abundance surrounded by you. And also, you're going to be stepping in your greatness and see all the blessings that will be given to you that you will continue to share with others and continue to be that bright light. So we could all help to see through that lens with beauty, love, compassion, kindness. Thank you.
I, I, I'm so honored. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I just have to say that if my phone dies, it is not because I did not try to go find the cord. I'm like running around the house here. It's never too late. Just remember this. This is what I'd like to share for a moment. It's never too late to heal wounds with family stories. I am a living example of that. So do what you have to do, be who you have to be, forgive who you have to forgive yourself for anything that you're going through, forgive the people who are around you because they are living the best life they knew how to live at that time. And
Yes.
it's just a beautiful story. And Karen, Joan, Tom, thank you for being the rocks and the people who have been my rock of Gibraltar and everything that is here with me. So I am just honored by all of you. So I just want to thank you so much.
I love it. I spent a lot of time with her on her drives and things. We have a lot of fun. She's my best bud, I'm telling you.
Tom's my road dog.
Yep, literally. And last but not least, the guests and viewers extend their appreciation. See if I get through this without crying. For the loving service of Karen Pascal and Joan Williams, who are soul, light, and body. When purpose meets passion, it ignites and becomes magical, and love flows like a river.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to all the viewers out there, just know that there is light within you. Whatever darkness you may be going through at this point in time, it's for a reason. It is for a reason. The light is within you to shine through that darkness. And you are never alone. Reach out. There are communities, there are coaches. Reach out. Talk to someone. Tell them the way how you're feeling. You're never alone. As we about to exit 2022, as Christine was just talking, write yourself a love letter and also write yourself a letter of forgiveness.
Hmm.
Write yourself a letter of love and a letter of forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Don't go into 2023 holding on to those energies because it's not going to serve you right.
No.
You got to release, find the way to release. If you got to sit and cry, just cry it out. Grab a journal, grab a piece of paper, write it out. And as you write, the tears gonna fall. Let it flow because you are releasing.
Of
You
course.
are releasing years of this energy that was being pent up
Right.
within you.
Mm-hmm.
It's time. Let's release these
Yes.
energies and don't take it into 2023 with
No.
us. We don't need that. We gotta prepare the soil from today. We
That's
gotta
right.
plant those seeds from today
That's right.
so we could start to see the manifestations and the harvest in 2023.
Yes.
That's right.
We gotta start to do that.
And live
Let
from
the
a fruitful
tears
space.
flow. Go into that space and just free up, release, become a new you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new year, become a new you.
Rebirthing.
Because that is what you want. You want great
Yes.
things to happen in your life in
Mm-hmm.
2023. And if you don't release it, it can't happen for you.
That's
We
right.
wishing you all the best for 2023, but you gotta release because you gotta put in the work.
That's
We
right.
could wish you all the best, but you've got to put in the work so the best could happen for you.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
This evening, we just want to give gratitude. Every single day you wake up, just be grateful. In spite of what you may be going through, just be grateful for life
Hmm.
because we are given this life and given this experience to evolve.
That's right.
Don't blame any person. Don't blame no one. We gotta go within and declutter. We gotta go in here. Here is where we gotta go. Not around. We gotta go inside. We gotta declutter. We gotta uproot. It's gonna be tough,
At least we
but
got
we
it
Like
gotta
right.
clear
declutter.
those
Yes.
spaces
Yes.
again
That's
in
it.
Mm-hmm.
The
life.
universe said, enough. Declutter. Get everything out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Get
I
everything
want.
out.
I like to throw one number more. One. Let's play another number and read another book from Razi.
Mm.
Okay,
All right.
put a book in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Put a
while
number
people
in
throw
there.
the numbers, can I say something?
Yes.
Yes, Sol.
All right, fantastic. I just want to tell everybody, just going piggybacking on what you just said, Karen, like, and what I was saying earlier, guys, be easy on yourselves and understand
Mm-hmm.
that this is definitely a process. So the first choice is really to choose to get out of victim mentality, right, and into a state of gratitude, right? Because when we're stuck in victim mentality, we're blaming every single uh, situation, person, and anything. We bump our toe, it's the table's fault. Sorry that I didn't, see a table there, but it's the table's fault. So changing that perception, right? And beginning to understand what we are responsible for and
Mm-hmm.
what we have control over is huge in this. Right? You have to understand you have control over so many things that happen in your life. And even if a situation seems helpless, understand that you can create the outcome of it regardless. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
please, guys, be easy on yourselves. A beautiful way to release, like Karen was saying, because it's so important. So many of us have that inner child that is still so hurt deep
Mm-hmm.
inside. And through certain behaviors and
Mm-hmm.
actions, you see it come, you like when you are on this side and you've healed your inner child, you understand and you see it in others.
Yes.
And I wish, I can hug it out for you, right? But for everyone right now, like I just want you to please just hug yourself and tell
Yes.
yourself, I love you, and let yourself
Yes.
Yes.
Just tell yourself
know.
you love yourself.
Yes,
Yes.
love yourself. I'm phenomenal. I'm great.
Yes.
I'm amazing. I made it through this year. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I did it. I'm here. I made a choice. I showed up to this appreciation ceremony for a reason. I owe this to myself. Remember, you're so worth it. And you have to put the work in, but don't worry. Like, as you keep doing that, guys, you guys will understand and feel, wonderful. You're going to start feeling this amazing by taking these steps and this uncomfortable action, because it's so uncomfortable at the beginning. It's so hard sometimes to look in the mirror and say, I'm gorgeous. And when you don't feel it, so what? Keep looking in that mirror. Keep telling yourself you're gorgeous. Make sure you stay on that positivity at all times, because nobody may be there to be your cheerleader. You may have this to come back on when you need a motivational word. Remember that. But in the meantime, do those affirmations. Affirm yourself. Look in the mirror. Feel sexy. Get dressed up for no reason, but you're going to the store. So what? Do it for you. Do these little things that just begin to show yourself some more love. And as you hold yourself, forgive that inner child, for not knowing better. Forgive yourself for those actions that you took when you didn't know any better, right? You can't blame yourself or continue to beat yourself down for something that you had no idea how to overcome. But we're giving you some amazing tools here. We're letting you know, don't worry about what you're going through. You can get over it. You will come on the other side of this if you simply take this uncomfortable action for at least 30 days. Because that's all it's going to take for you to start feeling how amazing you feel after those 30 days and want to continue doing it. So for yourself, please, for 30 days, try it. Just push yourself for 30 days to do these uncomfortable things, because then they're going to be very comfortable. And you're going to be like, why didn't I listen before? So forgive
Thank
yourself.
you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, Saul. Thank you.
Thank you, Saul.
Yeah.
And guys, connect with Saul, connect with Christine,
Yeah.
because they bring a lot of value to the table. Connect with them. If you're not haven't connected with them before, connect with them now, please.
Thank you.
Move into 2023 with great support system. Surround yourself with great people who can continue to help you to evolve in a great space.
Yeah.
Are the numbers coming in?
Put some numbers on
Sorry.
for another copy. Razzie.
Yeah, we're gonna give away another copy of this book.
So I took a couple numbers that Karen had done before, and it's 1 through 30 again. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Saul. If you knew Saul's story and where she is now from where she came from, she's not talking from some college course she took or something like that. She lived the hard life. She lived in a hard place and came through something where very few people come out and survive. And to be where she's at, doing who she is. By the way, I hardly even recognize you. You have gone through a metamorphosis, Saul, since you were on the show. I didn't even recognize you. Your voice, I'm serious. I had to remember your voice. Keep going,
And
guys.
Keep
going.
Look what Mike said to you this evening. And I think you should take him up on that with that audio. Yes. I think you should take him up on that.
Karen did a different number. If one of them comes up, she's got 3 different numbers or 4 different numbers. If somebody comes up,
let's go. Come on, throw these numbers in there. 1 through 30.
Yes.
1 through 30. Let's go.
Throw the numbers out.
Who's the first one to get it? Let's go. Let's see.
Yep.
Come on. One more book.
And then, Saul, you're going to just take us out with a nice meditation as you always do.
I would love to.
And send us off sailing into 2023.
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
That's right.
Remember, it's 1 through 30, guys.
1 through 30.
Exactly.
That's a hint.
This is the first one.
That's a hint.
There are 3 special Karen numbers. And I tell you what, I have felt some of the most amazing heart connections with the people that have been on our little show here. And also when I'm remembering these guests, it was just what a beautiful. I'm behind the scenes and I get to see these people and meet them. And
oh my, I see one number that just popped up.
Yes.
Let me look. Where are we at?
I believe Dawn was the one that received this same book before, though, right?
Yeah, it was Dawn.
Yeah, she already received.
You hit it on the mark, Dawn, but you have this
other
one.
Numbers. Hold on. That was an earlier number. Angelique had. Let me look. Well, you
If
guys are all
Dawn wants, I'm just gonna riff something. I do have my cards with me. She can have a reading with me.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's nice.
so
That's
go
nice,
ahead
Christine.
and
Thank
Yes.
you. You
Christine,
got lucky,
Yes,
Dawn.
that's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
your links
Thank
in
you,
there.
Christine.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay, let me see one of the other numbers. Cassie got one from before. Let me look. Okay, you guys are close. Keep going.
Mhm. And Tom, thank you for all that you do. You've
Yes,
been a
let's thank
listening
Tom
ears.
because if honestly, Tom, I know you humbly say you're just some humble guy from the cornfields of
Cornfield.
Indiana and blah blah blah. But as far as cool people go, you're pretty friggin' cool. So
Yes.
just take
Yeah.
that for what it is.
Yeah.
And
Just receive the compliments and
yes, please
take
do.
it and
Keep
fulfill
guessing.
yourself with it.
Keep guessing, guys. Uh-oh. Like Angelique has it.
Yes,
Angelique, we're
Angelique.
so happy that you're in the house. Thank you so
And
much for
you know
joining.
how to get a hold of him. Um, uh, Angelique got it.
Angelique got it. Yes, she
Congratulations.
got it.
You already got it, Angelique.
Congratulations.
Um, boy, she was an amazing guest. She also had an amazing story of
Hmm.
Yeah.
survival story.
Being
I
in a
mean, that
wheelchair and
almost
work herself up with mindset, spirituality all combined together with various modalities. And now she's just continued to blossom and make a difference in the world. So thank you for who you are and what you do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
all of your thank you.
Exactly, Cassie. You hit
Exactly,
the nail on
Cassie.
the head.
It makes no sense. Karen told me 2 years ago, almost to the day we would be doing this. I'm like, yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, they do. Bulls do that.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Uh-huh.
my goodness. Thank you
But
guys so
anyway,
Thank
much.
get
you,
your
thank you, thank you.
The
Thank you to
audience,
all
thank
the
you guys
winners,
so much.
all the
um,
everyone that joined us this evening to help us to make this possible. Thank you all.
by
And
the way,
continue believing in yourself.
Yeah,
Catar-
continue to believe. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel so you will never miss an episode.
Mhm.
We got some real big things coming for 2023. You will never miss an episode.
And if you would like to receive a copy of this magazine, just send us your home address and we'll send it to you because it's already in homes. Thomas
Yes.
received his, Christina's received her, and Saul is going to make her way to receive hers
I'll
as
see
well.
it. I'll
Yes.
see if I'll check in my mailbox. Maybe it
A lot
Cassie.
of
Thank
healthy
you
stuff
guys
in
so
it.
much.
So
Um,
thank you.
Dawn, you're on my Facebook. I'll go ahead and send you the links
Yes,
to
send
her.
us Dawn information. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dawn, I have. She should have yours. I'll go ahead and send Dawn your how to connect with you and how to connect with Miss Christine there. But
The
did you
kitchen witch.
that also known professionally as the Kitchen Witch in her mother's kitchen right now in
Yes,
Chicago?
in my mother's kitchen. So I'm a little discombobulated right at the moment, but
Yeah, she's from Connecticut. Boy, has she come back with a Wisconsin accent within a week. Oh, don't you know?
oh, don't you know, you got to stop the bears.
Yeah,
And now Saul is going to take us through
The meditation. Yes.
guided
yes.
meditation so we can all continue to stay grounded, peace, and balance through 23 and beyond.
All right.
Saul, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. I'm gonna put up the volume on this. Let me know how you guys hear it, because I know it can be definitely different on the audio from what I hear to what you guys hear. Can you guys hear that?
Yes. Could be up a little bit.
That's good. That's good. That'll
Mhm.
work. I think that'll work.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna go back to our deep breathing, guys. All the techniques that I showed you before. Remember, if for any reason your mind starts going places, start doing this. Start counting with your breath. So as you're breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release with the same count. As you're able to go more profound into your breathing, raise that one up. Try to go to 6 counts, right? So just keep breathing and breathe out. And don't force yourself. Nothing has to be like, I can't finish breathing, right? No, just everything should be calm and comfortable. Hold it at the top and then you release it, guys. Start at 5. If you can take a deep breath at 6, do it at 6 then. If you can do that without counting, fantastic. Focus on the sound of the frequency I have on. If you cannot and you feel your mind is wandering, please go back to counting and keep breathing deeply. All right? I'm going to put a timer. Would you ladies say 5 or 10 minutes?
Okay.
Which one would you prefer?
Whatever floats it for you.
All right. You know what? Then let's go halfway. Let's do 8. How's that?
Okay. Sounds
Sounds
good.
wonderful.
Wonderful. So here we go. Remember, deep breaths, guys. Just focus on your breathing. That's what's going to bring you into a profound meditation. If you want, you can think of the beach. Start imagining the beach just somewhere serene. The goal is to relax every part of your body. So as you breathe, feel yourself activating the inside of your body with every breath that you take. If things come to your mind, don't worry, let them, but let them go. At the same time, let them come in and let them go out with your breath. Set a conscious intention of releasing any negative energy held within your body at this point. Any obstacle that you faced, anything that you went through, make a conscious decision to release it with every exhale. We're breathing in peace. We're breathing out negativity. Through meditations, you can always breathe in health as well, remember. Release any disease trying to manifest itself. This year will be a year of change. You're amazing. You're gifted. You're at peace. Breathe in tranquility, serenity. Focus on your third eye as you're doing your breathing. Feel that energy light up inside your soul. For those of you who need grounding, want to feel secure and stable, focus on your root chakras through some of your meditations. You can do this by imagining roots through the bottoms of your feet, growing right onto Mother Earth. Breathe into it. Pulsate with her, feel her. Eight minutes. I didn't even want to stop.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Bringing yourself back just through slow, deep breaths. Start opening your eyes. How great did that feel?
Oh,
That was
beautiful,
awesome.
beautiful. serenity, tranquility,
Yes.
just
That's
a
all it
peace.
takes. That's all
Thank
it
you.
takes, guys. Yes, absolutely. Once a day, just meditate. That was 8 minutes. That was 8 minutes. And I wanted to keep going
I
personally.
could have gone on for 80. It's just like,
Right.
ah.
Yes.
Look, I love it. Here we go. You betcha. Yes, sounds great. All that beauty.
I
Yes.
I linked something before, and I'm gonna get with you, Saul. I've got some friends who do breath work that work with Butterfly CC, and I work with them. They've been with Karen and
Mm-hmm.
Joan on the show, Positive Pineapple. If they're
Mm-hmm.
looking for people to put on their show, you'd be perfect.
Thank
Yeah,
It's a
you. Thank
very,
you.
very, very, very
yeah,
similar modality. Very
Thank
similar.
you.
In fact, you use some of the same things,
mhm,
and so many of us have had very, very deep experiences through them.
yes,
So
That's
I'm going to make sure I reach out to you. If I
yeah.
can't
Great connection.
get
Yes,
with you, I'm going to go to these ladies to find out.
yeah,
absolutely. I would love to. Thank you.
yeah.
I'm going to
And,
link you their YouTube and their site so that you can go through it and see what they do.
and that's what it's
And
all about,
Mary,
is making that connection.
Right.
exactly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Making that connection.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Thank you so
And
much.
there's so much breath work, guys, for anger, for frustration, for different
Mm-hmm.
things. There's different breath work techniques that you can use. This is just a simple one, just for
Mm-hmm.
relaxation and to bring you
Mm-hmm.
down. Just a quick way to regulate your nervous system and really get you in a peaceful state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You're very welcome, guys. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us, and
Coming
thank
on.
you for joining us in the
Yeah.
conversation.
Keep
Yes.
connecting with Saul.
Yeah,
He's a
and
great source.
congratulations,
Thank
Saul,
you.
on
Yeah.
the metamorphosis I see in you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to
Thank you. Thank you. I
You
appreciate
know,
that.
huge doors are going to be open for you 2023, because you're
Amen. I
constantly
claim it.
evolving and you're doing so much, not only meditation, but there's so much other things that you are doing
Mm-hmm.
that is helping humanity to live their best self and their best life. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
That's part of Karen and Joan's purpose,
Connect, connect,
and my
Mm-hmm.
and myself
Absolutely.
is connection.
connect with
I
Christine.
Yes.
Just connect with Terrence Johnson, Dr. Terrence Johnson. Connect with Mike Beverly. He's gonna be one of our upcoming guests in our January, and his story is amazing, and he's such a wonderful person, gentle soul.
Well, I
So
actually have a wonderful Lightworkers Unite. It's a Facebook group, and I would love to invite all of you. So please, if I have, I'll talk with you ladies, and I'll talk to you
mhm.
guys, and we can get everybody there and perhaps do this, because as Lightworkers, we also need to release.
Yes.
We also have to
Yes.
be able to.
Mm-hmm.
We're empaths, and we pick up a lot of energy from everywhere. We have to be able to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves as well, and give ourselves that time to also release certain energies and regenerate and get ready to regroup and keep going, right? Because that's the thing. We have to stay consistent, and we have to keep, waking up every day with that same
Mm-hmm.
energy and pushing it, and so we can continue doing our purpose and hopefully fulfilling it.
Yes. We
Wonderful.
will.
Thank you. I love it.
Send us the
Wonderful.
link. Yeah.
Yes.
And I
Connect
just
with
want to wish you,
Christine. Connect with Saul.
yes,
Yes.
Let's make it happen.
wish you guys a
Absolutely.
happy and prosperous 2023.
Here's
We
to
are going
bigger,
into it with
better, and
grace.
more beautiful things.
Yes.
Yes. Happy 2023 to each one of you. To the audience, happy 2023 to each one of you.
Thank you for all your support.
Yes.
Absolutely. Happy 2023,
Right.
guys.
Yes.
Wednesday before. We're celebrating already. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
thank
all.
you all
Thank you
for
all
being
so
with
much.
us. I think we're ready to go now.
Yes.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
figured, we'll be done by 9:30. I should have said.
I know we went
I'm
so
glad.
Never.
I'm glad that we weren't. So
Good night, guys. Thank you for doing this.
Good
Thank you for
night.
everything. And
we're
we
gonna
look
have
forward
to
to next year.
have Saul on the show here real
Of
soon.
course, you
Yes.
gotta have her back.
I'll bring
I
my
gotta
healers
book
Love
with
you
you.
me.
guys.
Okay, love you guys.
Love you.
Have a
Love
great
you.
night, guys. Take
Signing
care.
off.
You too. Bye, Christine. Bye.